Welcome back to 3 News at 5. President Donald Trump says any deal with Iran must be, in his words, perfect.
He said peace talks were ongoing, but didn't get a lot of definitive answers, with Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying progress can be made over the next hours or days. NBC's Monica Alba has details from the White House.
3 months into the war with Iran and with the ceasefire holding on precariously, President Trump says both sides are still talking peace, but no deal yet.
Iran is very much intent. They want very much to make a deal. So far, they haven't gotten there. We're not satisfied with it, but we will be.
And not making any definitive statements on when hostilities could end.
They're negotiating on fumes, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we have to go back and finish it. Maybe we don't.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who's taken part in those diplomatic discussions, avoided a time frame for a deal.
If there's an agreement to be made, we want that to be made. I think there's been some progress and some interest, and we'll see over the next few hours and days whether progress could be made.
This follows a weekend of confusion caused by the president's own social media posts. On Saturday, writing a deal was, quote, largely negotiated. The next day posting, if I make a deal. Meanwhile, in Tehran, Iranian state media claiming it had a draft of the framework the U.S. and Iran are working on, and that it includes the U.S. lifting its blockade, and that traffic through the Strait of Hormuz would be managed by Iran and Oman. The White House pushing back, calling the report a complete fabrication. But the meeting wasn't all centered on Iran. The president celebrating a political flex with a clean sweep for all the candidates he backed in Tuesday's primaries.
Last night was incredible. Not only Texas, but so many other places, and the numbers were fantastic. And they've really been that way for a year.
Trump endorsed Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton over four-term incumbent John Cornyn, which could mark an end to his 4-decade-long public servant career. Since the war began, oil and gas prices have soared, and today the president reiterated that he believes prices will drop after the conflict ends. But he also said any deal must be perfect. Monica Alba, NBC News, the White House.